5 seconds outside. Eglu! It's a goal!
Lee Shui-lin sees an opening. Oh! Lee Shui-lin! Money on the 3!
So turns, fires. Delvin, go right there. Another block by Delvin.
Wide open is Regulish. Back-to-back triples for Bodo Vampire.
Only 7 remaining. He makes his move. Young forces it up and in!
CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lai, oh, everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the net.
Leaky with a big steal. Leaky for 3. That goes in. What a play!
And here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day of exciting ABL basketball action here in Taipei, Taiwan at the Heping Basketball Gymnasium, where the Taipei Fubon Braves will take on the Hong Kong Long Lions for the first time here on the home court in Taipei. Another beautiful day here in Taipei, Taiwan. Of course, the weather goes to be like a low of 18 degrees Celsius to the high of 22. Just a beautiful time of year in Taipei to be hanging out, especially cool on the outside and hot on the inside, my friends. Of course, 0% chance of rain. But tonight, will it be raining down 3-pointers? We shall see. The game is just about to get underway. As we look at the team standings right now, with the Mono Vampires at 3-0 and the Fubon at 2-1, winning last night against the Macau Black Bears. And we see the Black Bears already played 4 games. And then so far, Mono Vampires are 3 games, 3 wins, no losses. Starting out very, very nicely. And the brand new Taipei Fubon Braves are 2-1 and starting out pretty good too. And the Hong Kong Eastern so far played 1 game, but lost that last game to the Macau Black Bears. Hello, everybody. My name is David Wu, and next to me is our friend Kenny Gao. How are you doing today?
Good evening to you, Dave. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Taipei.
Welcome to Taipei, indeed. Like I said, cool on the outside, hot on the inside. Where today the Taipei Fubon Braves will take the Hong Kong Eastern. Even though the Hong Kong Eastern lost last time to the Macau Black Bears, but they're no one to look down upon, my friend.
Exactly. Although they're not very fast team. Last game they only shot 65 times, but this is a very 3-point happy team because out of the 65 field goal attempts, their 30 shots come from 3-point line. So almost half the shot are 3-point attempts. But the big problem for them is they're not very strong team in the paint. Last game, Mike Holyfield, their biggest man, standing at 6'11",
yes,
got in foul trouble. 3 quick fouls in the first half. So he didn't have too much time on the court. So last game, the paint score was 26-38. They were on the lower scoring end of the paint point scoring. But tonight, when they played the Taipei Fubon Braves, they're likely the strongest team in the post this season. So Mike Holyfield is going to have hands full. Another problem that Hong Kong Eastern has to overcome is their 22 turnovers last game. They really have to cut that down to win this game against Fubon Braves.
Right, well, the Fubon Braves are actually getting the hang of things, as last time they scored 106 points, 93, and beat the Macau Black Bears, where Lai Ting'an actually came out strong, guided the whole team, and basically in the third quarter, and then Lee Kee, look at here for the Hong Kong Long Lions, they're like I said, they're going to be shooting outside, and of course, will the Fubon Braves utilize their height again this time against Eastern? It remains to be seen. But if you were the coach, would you be starting like the tall guys and try to use their height advantage again to suppress the opponent?
Exactly. For Hong Kong Eastern to win this game, Lee Kee has to sustain his 8 points. And plus, the local players really have to step up. The likes of Zhang Xu. The last game, he played 21 minutes because the big man, Mike Holyfield, got in foul trouble. Yep. And another problem for Hong Kong Eastern Lions is that Mike Holyfield is not a big-time scorer. So the last game, there are only 2 guys reached double figures for the Eastern Lions.
So we can see like versus Macau Black Bears, the leading roles on the team. We see like Lee Kee and Cheng Siu Wing. So they're going to be like the focus for the local players, especially on the Long Lions. And then, of course, with the airport, you have like Trey Kell, and you have like the 6'11" center. But how are they going to be able to utilize each other, how they play as a team? Because from the last game, they said like they actually started really quickly. They had a very good fight against the Macau Black Bears. But then again, kind of sort of towards the third or fourth quarter, they kind of run out of steam. But then you have Trey Kell, the leading scorer in the league so far after 2 weeks or so, right? At 31 points, and he's just all over the place.
Right,
I mean,
Trey Kell
he needs to be stopped.
Trey Kell can shoot from the outside. Plus, he's a very strong penetrator going to the basket. He's got really big body. A lot of times, he can put up the 3 and get that floater from the mid-range. And the last game, he really scored, going to town, going to the banks on the points. But for this game, he really has to step up and maintain his 30-point average, because unless Mike Holyfield steps up and score more than 20 points, otherwise, there are not going to be enough points for Hong Kong Eastern to beat the Taipei Fubon Braves.
As you can see, like last time we said, like Michael Holyfield at 6'11", their center, the tallest guy on the team, got into early foul trouble, right? So basically, for the Hong Kong Long Lions to be able to compete with the Taipei Fubon Braves with so much height, I mean, Michael Holyfield has got to be a key factor down low, and he's got to really watch out for his foul problems.
Well, yes, and Mike Holyfield pretty much is a defensive specialist. He's not really a scoring threat.
Right.
Coming out of college at Sam Houston State, he was Conference Southland Defensive Player of the Year, but only averaging 8 points the entire season. So for Hong Kong Long Lions to win this game, he would really have to step on the points, because it looks like unless TJ Price go for 28 or 30, plus Kell stay with his 30-point average. Otherwise, they're not going to be enough points to beat the Braves.
Okay, on the other side, we have the Fubon Braves, or Uncle Tsai. We've been given a new name, Uncle Tsai. He's been a very energetic player for the Fubon Braves. He's like all over the place, very stealthy, right? Look at him. He's like yesterday, like he had 14 points, 6 of 10 shooting, and in about 28, almost 29 minutes of playing time, and at about 5 rebounds and 6 assists. He's actually all around. Tsai Wan-chung, he's key.
Well, standing at 6'3", he gets a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
And not jumping out of gym either. So, like you were saying, it is very deceptive, both in points and offensive rebounds. And for a couple years, he was the leading local player, leading rebounder for the local league at SBL. So he can really put the points on the basket, and he can really go for the second opportunity. Someone needs to put a body on him to box him out from the very beginning.
Right, so I guess as a basketball player, it's like anything else. You really have to be like under the radar, so you got to kind of go underneath the people and underneath the coverage, so to speak, right? So like you said, he's ever kind of stealthy. I don't know how he hides is in the corner somewhere, but somehow people don't see him around, you know what I'm saying? And then we have O.J. Mayo. Yesterday had a breakout game, 26 points, lead all scorers, right? I mean, O.J. Mayo, after game number 1, a few mistakes, point wasn't like that high in scoring, but last night he came out strong with like 6 3-pointers and 26 overall points.
Well, exactly, Dave. And on top of that, he was shooting a very high percentage.
Yes.
And at volume shooting, that's not going to be any problem for OJ. And plus, running the break, OJ really directed traffic. Yesterday, all the Fubon import players are really on the mark, including Sembula, who played 22 minutes but scored 21 points with high efficiency in putting the ball in the hoop.
Exactly. So look at O.J. Mayo, like shooting 10 of 15. And you saw Charles Garcia, who went 9 of 12 I mean, look at. I mean, here's like 25 points. You have like Charles Garcia, 25 points and 21 points for Sing Bula. Charles Garcia shot 9 of 12, and then Sing Bula shot 9 of 10. I mean, the whole team, as a team, they're shooting high percentages. They're getting good shots.
Well, David, right now, they're shooting a very, very high percentage, and their points in the paint are going through the roofs. They're averaging 58 points in the paint versus Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. They're averaging 26 points in the paint. So this is going to be the battle of who gets closer to the basket. And for the Eastern Lions, they really have to pull up the threes and shoot at a very high percentage.
Right.
To really put points and score and win this game.
So the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions really got to pressure the Taipei Fubon Braves, because if you look at it, you have Tai Wen-cheng, right? Tai Wen-cheng along with Bula and then Garcia, the OJ Mayo. The four of them took down 87 points last night out of 106. So they're a very efficient group of people on the court. So they really got Hong Kong's really got to watch out for these guys.
Right. The three imports, they all scored 20-plus points.
Yes.
And all scored a very high percentage, over 70%. In shooting in field goal percentage.
That's incredible.
That's going to be very difficult to stop.
Right. So for Fubon, though, like you said, I mean, because even though they're shooting very high percentage shots, like even like through the first 3 games, they're getting their shots. The shots are falling. But the defensive side, they really got to tough on the defensive side. Like game number 1, they could not stop Manigo, right? And the Macau Black Bears. And this game, they haven't played them. Like I said, they haven't played each other yet, right? So they haven't really figured out like what each other can do. So I would imagine first quarter is another feeling out kind of process.
Exactly. And plus, after they played the Black Bears for the first time, they knew McKinney is the scoring threat. So the second time around, they really went after him.
Yes.
Well, first of all, they were after him defensively. So he drove 3-4 quick fouls. So he was very ineffective in the second half.
Right. All right. We have our local rap singer here, Jay Sean, doing the ceremonial jump ball. And we have like right here, Holyfield against Sing Bula for the jump ball, ready to start this action-packed ABL game.
We might have to raise the roof of that ceremonial jump because the ball almost went through the roof.
Capacity crowds tonight, my friend. And hey, Bula didn't get that jump. All right.
Because Holyfield grabbed his arm, pretty much.
Okay, we're underway. Taipei Fubon Braves against Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. Holyfield had the ball. He tosses the shot up off the rim. No good.
Well, this is going to be a problem for Holyfield because he's not a very accurate mid-range and long-range jump shooter. And to really go at Sing Bula, he has to make that mid-range jump shot.
So they got Bula down low. Off the rim, no good. And Bula tried to go up the rebound, but actually tipped it out. Okay. So we're underway, and both sides missed the first shots. And then what should they expect out of each other? Okay, I'm going to look at Trey Kell. 31 points last night. So he's the one to watch tonight.
Well, I imagine they will try to go at Trey Kell in the very beginning to go one-on-one.
Yep, now they defended. Now Tai on the way back. And Mayo in the corner to Zheng Wending on top.
But for Fubon Braves, I think they would try to go on at Mike Holyfield, try to draw more fouls on him in the very beginning, too.
Right. And Bula was going to go for a dunk, but somehow I do believe Trey Kell came up from the back. And the key with mid-range jumper for 2 to open the scoring process for Hong Kong. 2-0.
Lee looks like he's controlling the tempo pretty well.
Yes, Zheng Wending puts up a shot, hook shot, but no good. I think Zheng Wending, he has a lot of opportunities to take a shot, but he doesn't take the shot. Why do you think it's not the case?
Well, there's still so much firing power for Fubon Braves right now. So unless it's wide open shot, I don't think Zheng is very aggressively taking the shots.
He's not looking for the shot. And now we just had like TJ Price with the scoring, and then Mayo to Bula. So over there guarding Bula pretty good, keeping him out on the outside. Mayo driving in. And a jumper. And it's good. And one, I do believe. Hang on. All right,
it's on Zheng Wending.
It's a foul on Zheng Wending after the shot.
Right.
I guess if folks would call that a personal foul after the play. As you can see, Mayo's being aggressive. Now he's getting more and more aggressive. Game number 4.
Well,
he's
I
trying
think
to control the tempo.
when OJ came to Taiwan during the training camp, he was in great shape. But after a week of practice, you know, he's in much better shape now. And as John Wooden said, you know, conditioning and fatigue makes coward out of all of us.
Right.
So now he's not fatigued, and he certainly is very brave right now.
Okay, speaking of having a hot hand right now, we just had like a with a 3-pointer. So he's starting out pretty good. Down low. Down low to Holyfield, and he draws a foul. The foul's on Singbula. So actually, Fubon today, compared to the last 3 games, actually starting out kind of scrappy today, kind of rough around the edges today. Is it a fatigue factor, you think, or is it just somehow?
You know, playing back-to-back, that's got to be a little
take a toll on
effect.
Yeah.
Yes. But as you can see, Mike Holyfield has very awkward release on his jump shots,
I was just
and even on those free throws.
I was just gonna say, actually, you know, like a kind of a funky-looking shot. Actually, it's deceptive sometimes.
Well, if it goes in, it's a good shot.
Exactly. As long as it goes in, it doesn't matter how you shoot it. Our neighbor back in the Seattle Supersonics day, Jack Simba, had that weirdo shot. Oh, wait, Buddha got down low to Ty. Ty driving in. Puts up a banker. Tough shot for Ty Winchung to open the scoring for him. Ty's been very effective through the last 3 games and the 4th game today.
Yes, and plus defensively, he's always been drawing the tough assignment with the import player of the opposing team.
Right. And then Mike Holyfield is actually being effective to start off the game today over Zheng Wending for 2.
Well, anytime there's a pick and roll, Zheng Wending switch and help on the weak side.
And Lin Zhiji had a shot, but no, give it to Bula. Bula to Ling. Ling's got to take the shot somewhere along the line to Mayo on the outside. And good! Mayo is on fire!
Working around the horn, gets an open shot. That extra pass really made a difference.
But I still say sometimes if they're open, if I were them, I'd take the shot. Sometimes that one extra pass is one too many sometimes.
Well, Dave,
right?
you know, in the NBA three-point shot, the baseline shots are the closest in distance. That's why they always try to work the baseline.
And you just saw that's why Trey Kell is so tough.
Right.
Trying to draw a foul in the 3-point, but he didn't get the foul. But somehow in that off-balance shot, he still got the 3-pointer. And Ty Winchung again driving to the hoop, drawing a foul. He's got to keep doing that. He's been very effective.
Never underestimate Uncle Drew. Before you know it, he's at your house drinking your Coke.
All right, so Singbula takes a rest, and in comes Chuck Garcia. Looks at the beginning, the start, they're doing a very fast-paced kind of a game, so Buddha's got to take a little rest and bring up Chuck Garcia.
Well, plus, right now, the low lines are able to really push him outside the key.
Right.
And he cannot get a real good low block position. And thus, you know, his little baby hooks are not falling for him. And on a fast break, he's not able to keep up with the pace.
Right.
So very quickly, Coach Rogers took him out of the game.
So actually, last game, they're saying like the Hong Kong Long Lions basically are very fast in the first 2 quarters. Starting the 3rd quarter and going onwards, fatigue starts to take its toll, and that's when the Macau Black Bears start taking advantage of their fatigueness. Fatigueness, great word. And then actually, that's when they piled the points and are rating 3s on them. So maybe we're thinking like Bula will come in the 3rd quarter and maybe use his weight and the fatigue factor to maybe use his advantage. Then it's probably maybe better, possibly.
Well, right now, Holyfield is just wrestling against anybody with
Down
any
low.
comer that's willing to guard him in the post.
And he's just taking advantage of another easy 2.
Exactly. A solid pick and roll to the basket.
So right now, Hong Kong Long Lions play good basketball. And away from the ball, Colin Garcia battling for position.
Steven Gouchard.
Oh, Gouchard, sorry.
He's no stranger to Taiwan basketball.
That's right, Steven Gouchard, yeah.
Yeah, he spent 2 years playing the local SBL league in Taiwan and averaging about 8 points per game.
Miscommunication on that one. A turnover for the Taipei Fubon Braves. So really starting out today in the first quarter, really rough. Here's Kyle with the ball, down low. to Holyfield, battling with Garcia, and he's been called a charge! Offensive!
Right.
That is not normally seen and not a normal call. Not normally seen.
When you try to jog for position, you can't really go in and grab the defensive player's arm and try to grab it and throw it out of the way. And that's exactly what Holyfield's doing.
He was a bit too obvious on that one.
Right.
A bit too obvious.
Well, Garcia has rights to put his arm above his shoulders.
Right.
But if somebody tried to invade his space and grab the arm and put it away, that's offensive foul.
Yeah, sometimes a player will try to jockey him from position. You're trying everything you can to get that spot.
Well, Big Mike, he's got to know
it.
it because last game he drew 3 quick fouls.
And Lin down low. A pass from Zheng Wen-ding. An assist. Come on, big landlord. And Trey Kell. Sue. To Price. Price pulls up. And it's good. Fade away from the corner.
Well, TJ Price can't really shoot it from the outside because during the college years, he made 285 three-pointers in his entire college career.
Lies. He's a good shooter, but on the other end, Garcia goes down low, and the foul is called on Xu. All right. After that foul, we're going to take a quick break. And so far, 11-17, Taipei Fubon Braves falling behind by 6 points early on in the first quarter. Still 4:45 in the first quarter, so rough beginning, but we'll see how it goes after a break. Okay, do not go away, my friends. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. A very, very short break here. So far it's 11-17 with the Taipei Fubon Braves temporarily falling behind by 6 points to Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. Okay, so the Fubon Braves getting off to a kind of a slow start. But what do you think is the problem in the beginning? Just kind of jitters or don't know the opponents?
Well, right now the Braves used a brand new starting lineup, inserting Simbula in the starting lineup. And it was very difficult for Sim to get a good offensive position. Plus, defensively, when they run the pick and roll, Simbula gets stuck above the free throw line. He's relying on the weak side to drop in and help out on the roller, which is Mike Holyfield.
Right.
And right now, they're not picking up the switch, or the help side did not come too quick. So Holyfield was easily getting his 46 points.
Okay, so so basically the team quickly got Chuck Garcia to the court and gives Singbula a rest. Okay, Garcia the line, good. It's at 12-17 with 4:42 to go. And here comes Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. And Trey Kell trying to find his position, a little floater, and it's so good. He had his guys guarding on him all over him, but somehow he found a space, and the little floater goes in again.
Well, Trey's got a big body, once he gets in the paint. He doesn't need to really throw that floater. He can really bar the defender off and throw that little jump hook.
Right. So now, someone from outside, and it's good! The big
answer
landlord.
Your request.
I know. Before
the big landlord finally gets a three-point shot.
Yeah, finally gets a three-point shot. Well, get back on defense, my friends. And the Trey Kell still all over the place. Full throttle, driving in. Causing a foul. It's a non-shooting foul. Substitution. Number 12, Lin Qijie goes out. And of course, Lai Ting comes in. Number 0.
Well, so far,
he'll bring in some speed.
So far, the Lone Lions have put in up 9 field goal attempts.
Right.
And Lee took the only outside shot, the field goal attempt for the local players. So it's very focused on the 3 imports right now. But with Holyfield getting off the court, and it's going to be Trey would really have to take more initiative on shooting.
Okay, there we go. Steve Ginshaw on the other side had a three-pointer, but this time another feed from our big Lando and someone to Charles Garcia for the easy two.
Well, Holyfield already got 2 fouls, and it's going to be very difficult for any of the Lone Lion local players to guard Charles Garcia.
And there's TJ Price finding space again down low for a banker off the glass for 2. So far, TJ Price and Trey Kell have been very, very effective. They've been working, they're finding a shot, making a shot. They're creating shots.
To repost.
And Garcia almost losing the ball. Give it a tie. And tie again, rattles out. Oh, off the board. Almost identical shot to the first one he took. Oh, he had a shot, but then again to TJ. TJ again, no good. And out of nowhere, Trey Kell came and grabbed the rebound. And the foul's being called. On Chuck. He just came out of left field and tried to go for that board.
Right. I think
aggressive.
The Braves need to wake up a little bit after their fatigue from last night. Because right now, the Lone Lions are shooting tremendous field goal percentage.
Exactly.
They're making 10 shots out of 11 attempts.
That's pretty high.
And 3 for 3 for three-point line.
So they're off to a very, very fast start, but can they sustain? Right now, Trey Kell at the free throw line. First one good. 25-27, 8-point lead.
Well, offensively right now, the Eastern Lone Lions are basically playing a perfect game. There's very little room for improvement.
Well, they're getting their shots. The shots are falling from the 3 and from down low. And the Hong Kong local players are actually holding their end and doing defensive and pushing people out.
Well, 10 for 11, you know, you can't really beat that.
Bula's back in to the side of the corner. Side drives in. Bula gets the ball. Can he? And when he put it down low, he got fouled by John Su. Yeah, so I guess when you're going to give it to Bula, just have him keep the ball up in the air. Don't bring it down, because bring it down, they're going to start swatting at it.
Right.
Bula the line.
And plus, I think some of the football players needs to get a little more used to passing the ball to Sim. They got to throw it a little higher. They got to throw it almost right next to the rim, because that's where his standing reach is. It's probably
inch below the net.
the rim. Tippy-toe away from the rim.
Yeah, tippy-toe from the rim. So that's the thing. They have to take advantage of a 7'4", 7'5" height. Second shot. Good.
Well,
Sing Bula.
You know, for most of the ball players, while growing up, it's not every day they play with somebody who has that kind of size and standing reach.
Right. In Hong Kong. And shoot! Got blocked by Bula. Mayo with the rebound. Going up against Singh is not easy. Mayo driving in. Little floater, good. From about 4 feet away.
Mayo, defender on the way, are working hard to try to box out Sing Bula. OJ Mayo already scored a 3-point shot.
Speaking of which, you have Lee Key from the corner for 3.
Well, Lee Key can really field it up for almost anywhere. That's second 3-pointer of the day.
Yes.
Of the night.
And Taiwan's the answer, and does! Happy Thanksgiving is a bit too late, so Merry Early Christmas. Price again, and it's good!
Wow. Oh.
3 here, 3 there, 3 here, 3 there. It's raining threes.
Well, just like I said before the game, right now, the Eastern Lone Lions are shooting an incredible rate from the 3-point line. They're 6 for 6 right now.
Incredible. And can Lai shoot? He drives in to Mayo. Mayo for 3. And it's good! Ladies and gentlemen, it is raining hard today in Taipei, inside, not outside. We said it before the game. No chance of rain outside. It is raining hard today on the inside.
Well, Fubon is able to match up punch from punch, blow for blow. So the Eastern Lions can only take the lead by 5 points.
And the kick ball, and Mayo gets the ball. Would he give it to Bula? No. Lai. Almost. Mayo again. And hits again! O.J. Mayo. O.J. Mayo.
Wow.
It is a very sweet O.J. orange juice this time. Pure sweetness. O.J. is on fire. TJ, and he doesn't answer on this one. Uncle Ty with the rebound. We'll just slow it down to push it. He's going all the way in. Off the board, no good on this one. That's a bit of a too quick.
He's being a little more aggressive, too aggressive this time.
That got carried away a
because
little
there are
bit.
4 guys back on defense, all waiting in the paint.
I guess he has a big throttle, but his brakes are kind of wearing out.
Oh.
He doesn't know how to stop on that one. All right, we're in the free throw situation.
While both teams are in the bonus.
Right. Well, at least Taipei Fubon Braves closing the gap to 30-32, only 2 points behind. And now TJ at the line for 2. Hits the first. And numero dos.
Price is really
muy bien. Very good.
Stepping on the gas pedal as far as scoring goes. Because last game he was only scoring 18 points, and he's already halfway in first quarter.
Nice.
He's got 10 points already.
All right. Well, scoring is not a problem in this game, as you can see. OJ Tabula. Well, a little bit too high, even for Singh. Like I said, Singh is not that big of a jumper.
Well, that ball is lobbed a little too high as well.
It's a little too high, yeah.
You might have, the defender might have a little more time to react.
Right. We're probably thinking like Singh is going to jump, grab this high lob pass and dunk it in. Well, that's a bit too high. Almost in the second round. Now Kell. Trey Kell with the ball. Shake and bake. Backs out. 3 points.
Wow.
Good.
Another 3-point shot. They're shooting at a most incredible rate right now.
Oh! Seeing at the buzzer, couldn't make the 3. So after quarter number 1, ladies and gentlemen, Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions 37, Taipei Fubon Braves 30. Well, after the first quarter, I guess Fubon Braves kind of, caught their momentum a little bit better than the first few minutes of the game.
AirAsia pretty much go to every surf destination that you want to go to. We jumped on a plane with AirAsia to Sri Lanka and we actually surprisingly got some really good waves. Kind of got that Indonesia vibe with way less people and the water was warm, it was sunny and the waves were perfect. AirAsia's been really good in the sense of keeping the prices at a really low level that you're going to get there happily and jump on and hopefully get some good waves. That's what surfing's about.
All right, everybody, welcome back to exciting ABL basketball action where the Taipei Fubon Braves taking on the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. And right now the score is Taipei Fubon Braves 30 and the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions 37. Exciting first quarter where the Fubon Braves started out kind of jittery, but actually caught on a little bit later on. And then OJ Mayo caught on fire, shooting 5 of 6 and 2 of 2 from the three-point line, leading all scorers with 13 points. And on the other end, on the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, we have like Trey Kell, leading the team with 12 points. So they're really going head-to-head, going at each other, huh?
Well, they got three-pointers flying from everywhere. So this is pretty much a story of the first half. 8 three-point attempts, making 7 of them.
And that was a highlight player where Ted Wending gives a backdoor to OJ Mayo. Didn't see a layup coming up, just lobbed it up, and then Singbula just finished it up.
Well, right now, Fubon has to resort playing a 2-3 zone. They're playing a pretty big squad right now with Simbula in the middle. they really tried to stretch out their zone defense to stop the outside shooting of Hong Kong Lone Lions.
We're going to have to see if that's going to be effective or not, because we remember game number 1 where the Fubon Braves actually went to a zone, and they kind of, I don't want to say shot themselves in the foot, but they kind of couldn't cover each other on the switch.
Well, right now, they're really not stopping anybody from the three-point line. So hopefully this zone defense will match up against the outside shooter a little better.
Well, Jumbo Wade just had a, not sure what kind of foul that was. It's kind of like a defensive tackle of some sort. So Long Lines with the ball. All right,
Wow.
Holyfield with a lob, and that was nowhere near the hoop. Hong Ji-Shan with the ball on the outside, takes a shot, and it's no good. Holyfield with the rebound. Price bringing it down. We got Shu on the right. Shu on the right. And that was a kind of one of those things. Try to get a big jump on the run, but then to get your foot kind of extended a little bit too long. I stepped on the line.
We got to be always aware of where you are on the court.
Exactly. And Hong Ji-Shan right now, number 24 with the ball. And Chang with the ball on the outside, and the shot, and it's good!
Chen really didn't get much playing time last night, but tonight he gets the call. The first shot he takes, it's a three-pointer.
That's right. Make it a 35-37, 2-point game.
Nothing beats a pair of fresh legs for a three-point shooter.
A breath of fresh air, and the shot on the outside, no good. And fighting for the rebound, Taipei ball. Everybody became all of a sudden deathly quiet. See if they can tie the game on this possession. Hung still at the helm with the ball. He's got the con. Bula's being pushed outside by Holyfield. And we got Cheng Bo at number 7 now. Is he going to take another shot? Driving in. And a backdoor pass.
Backdoor pass.
To Lim Mengxue.
Well, by going to the basket, Cheng pretty much caught attention of all the defenders.
So that first three-pointer really had its effect. Drew people out on him.
Especially the baseline defenders, like deer in the light, you know, it just fixed glue to where the ball is.
All right, a couple of bodies fell on that rebound. Now OJ Mayo with the ball. Is he going to shoot it? He will, and the ball is good! For 3 again! OJ is on fire, my friend. Somebody call 911 because he is on fire.
Well, this is a 10-0 run starting the second quarter.
And taking the first lead of the game, 40-37.
And the second quarter, the basket looked as big as the Pacific for the Fubon Braves.
And TJ from way out there. And somehow, Holyfield got the ball and he jumped into Bula and drew a foul on Sim. That was a tough rebound on Mike Holyfield.
Well, the difference between Sim Bula getting the personal and the Mike Holyfield getting the personal is that for Fubon Braves, there's a backup in Chuck Garcia, and he stands at 6'10".
Right.
But if the big Mike Holyfield gets into foul trouble and leaves the court, there's nobody to back him up.
And there's one of those things that you're not going to hear the end of that one.
Because big Mike Holyfield is no stranger to Taiwan basketball. He spent almost the entire season with the local SPL team called the Puyuan Youth.
Yes. So he knows Taipei. He knows Taipei.
And Taipei knows him.
Taipei knows him, but they're showing no love tonight.
And Taipei really missed his free throws.
And he really missed on that one. But
nice
take the
shot.
second one.
That's exactly what he needs it to boost up his little confidence.
Right. 40-38. And Mayo jukes around all the way to the other side. Ball's being switched all over the place. Chang on top. Puts up a shot, no good. Shot it between 3 people. Here comes TJ Price, bringing it down. Pulls up a 3-pointer, and it is no good. And it's a little bit off. Holyfield the rebound again. And give it back to Price. Will he try another one? He had the shot right there, but gave it a Trey a little floater, and it's good. Trey driving and nobody came up on top of him.
Well,
Bula
right
never
now,
stepped up.
the Braves' zone defense is pretty much stepping on the three-point line. They're making them penetrate to the basket and send them to Sims, and hopefully Sim can block a couple more shots.
And a shot, my friend.
Chop Rock. Hong Ji-san gets a three-pointer.
Everybody's kind of busting out the threes tonight.
Like I said, you know, the basket here in the Heping Arena looks like
the Pacific
tonight.
And here we go. And the shot is almost. Jumbo Way wants to get into the party, but this one just a little bit short of the mark. Trey with the ball to TJ. TJ in command. Goes
the Braves
left.
are extending
Another
the defense.
short one. Blocked by Bula. And Mayo with nobody in front of him. Left-handed layup for two.
Well, finally, Fubon really guided somebody into Sim, and Sim gets a block.
All right, so Coach Jordan Brady calls a timeout for the Hong Kong Long Lions. So it looks like after a jittery start, the Fubon Braves are actually getting their acts together and taking a 5-point lead so far over the Hong Kong Long Lions, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! It is raining hard inside on three-pointers. I'm out of breath, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back real soon. All right. All right, capacity crowd tonight here at the Heping Basketball Gymnasium in Taipei, Taiwan, where the Taipei Fubon Braves at the moment have a 5-point lead over the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions at 45-40. So finally, my friend, Mr. Kenny Gao, our Fubon Braves got their act together and put up a string of three-pointers and some outlet quick breakaway baskets. What did they do differently that actually got them got them together?
Well, I don't think it's much of what Fubon is doing, but I think the Eastern Long Lions are taking a short break, especially starting the second quarter. They have new local players on the court, and they're not they're dropping the ball at this point.
Right.
Because how they lost the last game against the Black Bear is in fourth quarter, they were going seesaw back and forth. They were 62-63. But in the fourth quarter, they just simply could not stop Mike Kinney. They let him score 18 points in fourth. And they, lost in the very short stretch. It was a huge scoring discrepancy, just like starting the second quarter of this game. Now it's a 15-3 run for the Fubon Braves.
Right, so I guess the condition is very important. And the shot, ooh. And Lin Zhijie got the rebound with Holyfield. And from a three-point, short. So Taipei Braves right now, everybody's kind of getting into the Guo Xiaoqi trying to three-pointer that fell short. Everybody wants to get into the three-point party right now. But don't get carried away. If you get that 2 point, take that 2 points. Don't always go for the three.
Well, the Braves are using one import player right now, and this is a very rare situation for any of the ABL games.
All right, only one Bula down low. And the hung of the ball right down to Lin Zhijie. Lin Zhijie is not looking for the shot. He hasn't been looking for the shot for a while. Hung on top again to try to drive in. And the shot is very good, and it's good. Li Mengxue with a little left-handed little hook shot. That's good.
Well, at 6'6", Lin can really go pound the ball from to the inside. And right now, Fubon Braves are taking advantage of all kind of mismatches and height discrepancy.
Okay. And right now, Kel with another open shot, but this one is also good. He is not missing any, especially from down low.
Nice
close.
turnaround because Kel has like a very tough moves with his big bodies. You know, you try to steal the ball from him, you try to body him up, he just bump you off and gets his open shot.
Right, and Hung just had another foul while Kel's like trying to go to the right side of the court. If they're going to go this fast, we're going to see who's going to be burned out quicker, man.
Well, right now, the Eastern Long Lions has cool down a little bit. And that's why they're just simply not putting points on the board.
And right now, Holyfield with the rebound over Bula for a tough 2. Mike Holyfield. He's been quite effective down low today.
Well, Holyfield has to score double figure for the Eastern Lions to get some points in the paint.
All right, Bula on top. And Guo with the ball, the short jumper, and is good for 2. So you open for the jumper from the free throw line, take the 2. Sometimes trying to be too overzealous, trying to force it down low all the time. And Kel again with the ball. To Khan. Khan to Irubu. Irubu left-handed shot, off the rim, no good. Rebound, the Braves, Ling Zhijie. Ling Zhijie has not been looking for a shot for a while, Kenny. Should he be actually be more aggressive on the scoring side?
Right now, it's Loco against Locos.
And Loco number 1 could not get the score against Loco number 2.
Well, Ling is very aggressive tonight because this is the first, besides last night, this is the first real extended time he's receiving on the court.
Yes. Number 3, Ling Mengxue, when he's got the time, he's going to make a count. He's been doing pretty well. He's been aggressive.
And plus, you know, he's getting a very good position down low block, and his teammates are looking for him.
Because the Fubon Braves, on the average, have a definite height advantage overall, so they really got to use the height advantage. And Lin, as you say, at 6'6", really should use that height, and he's been doing it.
Right.
Going down low, trying to get a shot, not a free throw, even though he missed the first one, but he's not doing anything wrong.
Well, being on the court with Sim, that limited Mike Holyfield's
right.
spacing for helping out.
Right.
Because Holyfield cannot really leave Sim and go help out down to the baseline. Otherwise, Sim would just kind of follow him in and grab whatever rebound and put it back in.
All right, 1 of 2 free throws for Lin. And now Price with the ball again to Khan. Khan from the 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound again. And the ball stolen again by Hong Kong. And now Price, shake and bakes, trying to get a shot off. Not yet. He's trying to get a shot off, but no. Good defense. And then Mike Holyfield was forced to take a shot, which fell short. And Hung driving in. Ling Zhijie been really quiet. Really quiet. Now, 3-point.
Until now. Oh, nice step back.
James Harden in disguise. He's got to get more involved. Ling's got to get more involved. Well, he's the best local player, but he's not looking for the shot.
Most of the time, Ling does not look for his own shot until it's very necessary, especially down in the fourth quarter.
So he's got some good firepower, but then again, he's being too nice. He's been distributing the ball to his players, his teammates. But he's getting a shot. Again, he's going to be open. He drives in. See, passes out again.
Well, setting up his teammates, his foremost option right now, he's not really looking for the shot. But I think right now, he needs to be more aggressive.
Well, that pass was telepathically intercepted.
Well, it's a 2-3 zone. And Guo is really extending the defensive parameter and cutting off the passing lane.
And short. And Holyfield the rebound again, but no good. And rebound for the Braves. Now they're just going to slow it down. Hung with the ball. 24 on top. Bula still not going down low. Bula from outside. He's going to go in. Lin driving in. No. Pulls it out. Takes another shot. And a slow bit to the left. No good.
Oh.
And there's a little pushing the shove from Guichard. And Lin get a little bit physical now between Hong Kong and Taipei. Guichard down to Price. Price, short jumper. Short off the mark. Rebound Braves.
Price gapped the zone pretty well, but unfortunately, he's just so bothered by Simbula standing right in the middle.
Right.
Have to alter and change his shot.
And no found that one. Ling is open, and he passed it to 2 Eastern players who were too nice to each other and knocked the ball out of bounds. Mistake on both halves. And a quick timeout here from Hong Kong Long Lions. 55-11, 11-point lead for the Taipei Fubon Braves. Looks like some fatigue factor is sitting in on both halves, both sides. So we're going to take a break, short break too, and come back to more exciting ABL action. Don't go away. All right, it's even tough for us to have a little breather here because action's been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Non-stop action here today in the Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium, where the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions is battling the Taipei Fubon Braves. Right now, again, score is 55-44 with the Taipei Fubon Braves having an 11-point lead.
Well, after a red hot start, the Eastern Lions fell back to earth. First half, first quarter, they were shooting almost 80% from the field and almost 90% from the three-point line. Right now, they really fell back to the earth. First quarter, they scored 37. So far, they haven't break double digits yet. Right now, they only score 7 points of this quarter.
Oh, okay. Kelameo battling and the ball. Kel says, oh, held on me. Okay, and all of a sudden, the Fubon Braves calls another timeout.
Well, I'm sure they tried to talk it over because they only got 5 seconds on the shot clock. And they tried to get an effective shot without turning the ball over. And giving up 10 more seconds for the Eastern Lions to be on offense.
Right. So, right now, they're leaving by the limit. So I guess after the first 3 games, you know, they're really... The Fubon Braves really kind of understand how to. It's important to maintain that lead, as opposed to like the last few games they had the lead and all of a sudden it kind of automatically disappears. So right now, I guess Coach Rogers is going to be very careful about having that lead and how to actually maintain that lead,
well,
even though it's only in the second quarter.
Well, the Braves are the rookies in ABL. They really have to learn. They have to learn every single game, almost every possession. They have to learn to how to really, gain competitive advantage in this league.
Right.
And so far, the second quarter, they're a pretty good job because their 2-3 zone looks like it's really bothering the Eastern Lone Lions, making them shooting very low percentage.
Well, it is only the second game for the Hong Kong Long Lions, and then game number 1, we keep going back to the conditioning, the fatigue factor in the third or fourth quarter. But we haven't seen the game like before where they played Macau Black Bears, but this time I'm sure we have the Taipei Fubon Braves. There's a lot of young legs out there, and they're going to be running back and forth, back and forth. We haven't seen the Eastern, like it's only game number 2 for them.
Well, for Lions, the first quarter, they shot 6 for 7 from the three-point line.
Right.
Ever since then, they're shooting 0 for 10 in the second quarter.
And OJ from way outside, and from downtown, but missed the mark by just a little bit. Yeah, so I guess, and you're right, 0 for 11. Okay, well, that was a kind of a confused situation. Fubon against Lin had the ball falling out of bounds, and then tossed it in, and TJ Price at the last second couldn't make that three-pointer. So at the end of the second quarter, 55-44 with the Taipei Fubon Braves with an 11-point lead over the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. So it went back and forth. It started out with the Long Lions with a hot hand, ended up like becoming like the Fubon Braves with a hot hand. And now it seems like everybody's kind of just, kind of trying to find their rhythm again. All right? So what's going to happen in the second half? We'll find out real soon. We'll be right back. Long Lions, and the score right now is 55-44 with the Taipei Fubon Braves with an 11-point lead over the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. And so far, we have like both teams playing their starters and playing their bench. Like even the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions have played 10 of their players on the court already, and they're switching in. But then again, who can actually outlast each other so far in the game in the second half? What do you expect to see in the second half, Kenny?
Well, David, although they use liberally of their bench, but so far the bench have given back nothing. They scored 0 points of the entire bench, and plus the entire team, although shooting incredible rate of 85% from the three-point line in the first quarter, but the second quarter, all of the 9 shots they took from the three-point line, or 11 shots they shoot from the three-point line, have all drew a blank. They went ice cold in the second quarter.
Is there reason for that ice coldness?
Well,
I mean,
you're
a basketball player.
zone
What
defense,
happens?
right? They were playing man-to-man defense, but when they played man, they couldn't really step to the three-point line. So there were a lot of three-point shots being fired in the first quarter. But second quarter, Fubon went to 2-3 zone. They really stepped up and stepped on the three-point line, make the Eastern Long Lions drive to the basket. And once they drive to the basket, there's only a little short floater they're able to shoot. Because anything too close to the basket, they would be challenging Simbola. And so far, challenging Sim has not been a very good idea for the Eastern Long Lions.
Right, as you can see, Simbola here with a lob, you see, with a slam dunk. You see, so far, OJ Mayo leads all scorers with 18 points, and Trey Kell has 16 points. So the two guards are really, really going at it and really shooting very well, playing very well. But then again, like you said, towards the end of the second half, end of the second quarter, excuse me, you said like the shooting percentage has gone way down. So that really can be due to because of their I guess their endurance, I guess.
Well, endurance has something to do with this, but so far I think the shooting percentage, there was a huge dip because changing of defense. And right now, the Long Lions has to figure something out in the second half to get used to the zone defense that Fubon throws at them.
AirAsia's been amazing for me. All the airline staff were really nice, and for me being a surfer, the best thing is just that the first board bag goes free. I was able to go on one of the first flights from Perth to Lombok. I could literally look at the surf forecast, see that there's going to be a swell, and then just jet on straight up with AirAsia and surf one of my favourite waves in the world. I discovered so much about Lombok, the culture and waterfalls and just like the beautiful landscapes and scenery. You think those waves are out of reach? It's way closer than you think.
I used to be one of those flyers that was so scared of flying. I actually love flying now. I think from last count, I've had 76 flights with AirAsia. Been to Laos, Vietnam, all over Thailand, most places in Malaysia, Borneo. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Although they say low-cost carrier, you really do get a first-class service. They go out of their way to make it really comfortable for you every time.
What makes a champion? Passion, grit, determination.
A challenge can make or break you. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise.
Never stop, you can only get better. The only one that can hold you back is yourself.
We are the composers of our own destiny. Nothing is out of reach if we dare to dream the impossible. Believe the unbelievable and never take no for an answer. Because greatness is in all of us, for we are all champions.
The match between Taipei Fubon Braves and the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. The score right now as it stands is of Taipei Fubon Braves 55 and the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions at 44. As you can see, the halftime stats, a 2-point field goals, 11 of 17 for the Braves, and then the Hong Kong Easterns got 10 of 21. 3-point, got 9 3-pointers against 6 3-pointers for the Taipei, leading by 3 in the 3-point area. 17 rebounds apiece, 10 assists for Taipei, 6 for Hong Kong. 5 turnovers for Taipei, 6 turnovers for Hong Kong. But then again, if you look at these other numbers, you have like Taipei, like Fubon Braves, they have 18 bench points. Like you said a little earlier on, Kenny, they have 0.
Exactly. The starters are pulling their weights, but the bench player really have to put some points on the board, especially today. Coach Jordan Brady's using the bench very liberally,
right.
Give them a lot of playing time. And last game, there were only 3-4 guys getting very limited time, and they put up 9 points on the board.
Right.
And this game, they really have to try to score a double figure for the Lions to put the 11-point deficit closer and try to catch up in second half of this game.
Right. So in order for the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions to have a chance in this game, their bench has really got to step up and actually take some weight off of the starting lineup. So right now we're going to take another short break, and we'll be back getting ready to start for the second half of this matchup. Be right back.
AirAsia's been great. It's given me the opportunity to be able to continue my work as a volunteer in Southeast Asia, in particular in Vietnam. And what makes it so pleasurable to actually fly with them, the planes are in great condition, the seats are comfortable, and what is really good value for money is the quiet zone, a part of the aeroplane that is incredibly tranquil. AirAsia is able to provide a quality flying experience for an incredibly cheap price.
So I do have a girlfriend who lives in Malaysia. Then we just hit it off and we decided that we'd want to keep this relationship going. AirAsia was obviously able to play a part in that with the cheap flights between Sydney and KL. Without AirAsia, this whole relationship might not even have been possible. I have flown full service airlines since to other countries. I was like sitting there thinking, what am I getting here that I don't get on AirAsia? What am I actually paying for the extra for here?
I used to be one of those flyers that was so scared of flying. I actually love flying now. I think from last count I've had 76 flights with AirAsia. Been to Laos, Vietnam, all over Thailand, most places in Malaysia, Borneo. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Although they say low-cost carrier, you really do get a first-class service. They go out of their way to make it really comfortable for you every time.
AirAsia pretty much go to every surf destination that you want to go to. We jumped on a plane with AirAsia to Sri Lanka, and we actually surprisingly got some really good waves. Kind of got that Indonesia vibe with way less people, and the water was warm, it was sunny, and the waves were perfect. AirAsia's been really good in the sense of keeping the prices at a really low level that you're going to get there happily and jump on and hopefully get some good waves. That's what surfing's about. AirAsia pretty much go to every surf destination that you want to go to. We jumped on a plane with AirAsia to Sri Lanka, and we actually surprisingly got some really good waves. Kind of got that Indonesia vibe with way less people, and the water was warm, it was sunny, and the waves were perfect. AirAsia's been really good in the sense of keeping the prices at a really low level that you're going to get there happily and jump on and hopefully get some good waves. That's what surfing's about.
What makes a champion? Passion?
The second half of exciting ABL action between the Taipei Fubon Braves versus the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. And so far, as we can see, OJ Mayo leads all score with 18 points. And he's really caught on fire, Kenny.
Exactly. And plus, you know, for a majority of the second quarter, OJ and Chuck Garcia was sitting on the bench because that 2-3 zone present plenty of problem for the Eastern Lions. So defensively, they were doing quite all right. Offensively, the Fubon Braves really caught up on the three-point line as well, shooting 57% for the three-point line so far in this game. And this is exactly the reason why they are winning by 11 points right now, because second quarter, they really put a huge ABS break on the scoring of Hong Kong Lone Lions.
Yeah, as you can see, like today, 4 of 6 3-pointers, and with the stroke he's got tonight, look for him. I'd imagine look for him with more playing time the second half. He's going to put up some more long-range shots to see if he can pad that 4-point shooting to even a higher figure. Right, so right now he's actually one of the leading 3-point shooters in the league so far after 4 games. He might be in the lead after this game tonight. We'll see what happens, right? So of course, like we said, like the bench players are going to be another key factor, especially for Hong Kong. They're going to have to come out and actually do take off a lot of the load off the starting players.
Right.
Because Taipei Fubon Braves, as you can see, a lot of role players right now off the bench doing well. Look at that backdoor pass, layup, shot from the outside, dude. They're holding their end of the stick.
Yeah. Plus the bench player, when they come on the court, they play with purpose. They're very aggressive out of the supposed stingy zone, because they're extending their defensive parameter to three-point line extended, versus in the first quarter when they're playing man-to-man defense, they were just chasing the offensive player behind their back, and a one extra pass, boom, there's a three-point wide open. Well, and plus, right now in the second quarter, Fubon is putting the ball in the basket in a very high rate. So there were no fast break points, almost 0 fast break points for the Lone Lions.
And the thing is, if you look at it, it wasn't the fact that the Lone Lions bench, they didn't have a shot. They had some good looks, but they just could not connect.
Well, you know, play against its own defense and getting the shot out of its own offense is very different from, you know, a man-to-man situation. Because when you try to shoot a shot, especially in the paint or, you know, for the three-point line, there's some dead angles that you won't be able to see. There may be a defender there, and that really would affect your effectiveness on your shooting.
Right. And we started, we're in the second quarter with a lot of three-pointers. We're starting out the second half with floaters, my friend. Right off the bat, we have like Kel with a 2-point, and then Ty with a quick little float of his own. And this time, Gishar got the ball, toss it back with the rebound, and Price jacks one up off the rim, no good.
Well, both teams are stepping on the three-point line defensively. So that means they're running off the three-point line. The offensive player really have to take a dribble, and very good mix for the Braves, because right now you get an outside shooting of Zhongbo plus OJ Mail. But right now, you know, both teams are not getting much production out of the three-point line.
Yes, now Lee Key with a shot, again, no good. So some people come off this the halfway point with a break and then come back firing hot. This time after the halftime, both teams come out kind of shooting cold. Looks like the first quarter all over again. TJ drives it down the middle in front of Bula. Bula distracts him. Mayo with the rebound.
Again, you know, the defensive guy run the TJ Price off the three-point line. Right. And TJ was forced to challenge St. Bula in the paint, and that is very foolish.
Well, I guess he was kind of in a kind of a no man's land. He's got to do something. It's too late to back it out. 5 seconds left. OJ. And the shots got blocked by TJ. And here comes Kel. Kel draws a foul. On Chen Bo-wei and gets to the line.
Trey Kel is built like a freight train.
Yeah.
He goes to the basket, it's almost like LeBron James of the league.
Yeah, speaking of which, talking about freight train, we have TJ Price. Originally was what? He was recruited to be a linebacker in football.
Right.
But he chose
I was just going to
basketball
say,
instead.
he builds like a linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, he is a linebacker.
So if you're going to choose any player to go head-to-head, body-to-body, I wouldn't choose him. He'd be running over you.
Well, you know, for a guy who has that kind of athleticism, can run and jump, and look at him, he has really broad shoulder. I'm sure if he's playing on the football field, he would probably put on another 20 to 30 pounds.
Right. Okay, Trey Kel already with 20 points. Make that 21 after this free throw. 57-48.
Trey Kel attended San Diego State. He was the Mountain West tournament MVP. So he had a marvelous college career at San Diego State.
And speaking of raining threes, are we going to start that again? And the push.
Oh, Steve Gouchard. Another three-pointer.
Now they're trading baskets again. Are we going to start that again today, Kenny? And we have Taiwan getting double teamed, and then the teammates there come out to help him out, and the ball got stripped away, and he caused a foul.
Just past half
he made
court.
A foul, yeah.
That's the corner that you don't want to get yourself into, because the baseline and the half-court line are two natural triple team, quadruple team teammates for the two guys double teaming you.
And he got himself stuck right there. And Kel draws a jumper and forces the contact. Got the shot off and almost went in. So we got Trey Kel again going to the line. So Trey Kel this time is actually in this quarter is really going to the rim hard.
Right, Trey Kel has a whole bunch offensive weapons in his bag of tricks. And right now he's putting out, drawing the foul tricks.
And he's drawing a lot of fouls, and he's actually a very good free throw shooter. So far, perfect from the line.
On the big screen, we see Quincy Davis.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Is in the house.
He's in the house. I think he wants to come down and play, man. He goes, come on, let me put up some numbers here. Charles Garcia brings it in to Tsin Wending. And a foul. Wasn't quite sure what the pass was for, because if you're going to give it to Tsin Wending down low, Tsin was not going to look for the shot.
Well, this is where the spacing really is too crowded.
It's like a pass for some particular reason. Now Mayo to Ty. Smart Ty, just went straight up.
Right.
Don't be scared. Go straight up. And look what happened.
This is exactly what I was talking about Ty. He always finds the right place and right spot and doing the right things to draw fouls or put the ball in the basket.
How did he get nobody seeing him? He always does that.
Well,
he's good.
Well, the Eastern Lone Lions are playing sort of in the matchup zone.
Right.
And he was just gapping the zone, the little holes in the zone. He's
smart.
Extremely smart player.
Extremely smart.
He didn't go through like the high school system in Taiwan, the traditional basketball powerhouses in Taiwan. He came out like in the B divisions high school, and sort of like undrafted player, and made it to the bigs.
And here comes Kel again over Garcia, another acrobatic layup.
Tremendous body control.
Yes. So Kel's the difference. Garcia pulls up, and it's short from the free throw line.
Garcia only played almost 4 minutes first half. So he has plenty of gas in his tank.
And Trey Kel again driving to the hoop, a little floater. Again, the floater hits. So Fubon is forced to call another timeout with Trey Kel with that little floater cuts the lead to 4 points at 61-57. So the 11-point lead is quickly shrinking, my friends. So what will the Taipei Fubon Braves do? In retaliation, we'll find out real soon. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to the game right here, 61-57, and the crowds were really getting into it a little while ago, and all the beautiful people in the stands are kind of getting worried right now because watching the 11-point halftime lead, now it's shrinking down to only 4 points, Kenny. You figure like Fubon will come out in the second half like on fire, but they seem to be very mellow, and it seems to be kind of like it seems like they took a nap during halftime or something.
Well, Trey Kel caught on fire. He's taking the entire scoring load onto his shoulder. He's telling his teammates, come on, get on my back. I'll carry you guys. And so far, he's putting a lot of pressure on Fubon Braves defense because he's penetrating, he's throwing little short floaters. Outside, he's pump faking and drawing the fouls. And now he become like untouchable offensively.
He's like doing everything at will. Like, what is Fubon Braves like doing wrong? Like, why can't they stop him, right? No one's triple teaming him or double teaming him or anything like that.
Well,
they're just letting him do whatever he wants to do.
Stopping a natural scorer like Trey Kell, it's easy say hard to do, right? So, but for Fubon, the biggest problem is now they just solved it. Is their stagnant deep offense.
Okay, shot with a 3-point. Going for the rebound. There's a foul on Holyfield. Hanging on to Bular. So again, we see Holyfield sort of getting a little bit of foul trouble right now.
Well, Big Mike, defensively, he's always been like a wrestler type who puts a body on you and try to, tango you up.
Right.
And today, he's getting caught like 2-3 times already.
And on the other side here, Fubon misses a shot from Tai, and Bula finds another foul. His personal third personal. So right now, it seems like the third quarter is kind of like see who can outlast each other, it seems like. And Kell's trying to find space, pulls back.
Wow.
And another mid-range jumper that's good. He is unstoppable, Kenny. I mean, he's finding his layups, he's finding his range, his mid-range, his long range.
But defensively right now, the Long Lions are just not paying attention to the baseline.
And look at someone right here with a nice assist.
Well, the Braves has attacked the baseline time after time. This is the 4th layup they received in this quarter.
Yeah, so we got to check out Mr. Zhang right here. He's just got quite a few assists today. Now we have a switch. The sun coming off. We have Lin Mengxue coming in. And the beast, number 12, is coming in again too, Mr. Lin. Go out the line. Number 9, go out the line. And it's good. Making it 66 to 59.
Fubon Sniper Group has really stepped up today.
Right.
Between Guo Shaojie and Zhang Bo, where they really shot well from the 3-point line and attacking the baseline.
And Price from downtown couldn't let it go. Couldn't get it to go through.
Somebody got to go back and help the center.
Yeah. Lin Zhijie. I always say he's got to get more involved because by him scoring more will be added pressure to the Long Lions.
The Long Lions still in the 2-3 zone.
Right. But the Fubon never got anybody to get the rebounds. And Kell again driving all over the place, and this one didn't go through. Mayo with a rebound. To Lin Zhijie. Mayo from the corner, and it's good!
He was wide open. The extra pass on the fast break give OJ another wide open jump shot, and he just refused to miss tonight.
Tres. Muy bien. OJ Mayo with another 3-pointer. Timeout, Hong Kong, Eastern Long Lions. Whoa. So OJ really has his 3-point really in his pocket today. He is just feeling it. He's feeling it.
Well, when OJ's in shape, when OJ's on, he's almost unstoppable.
Right.
This is somebody who's top-ranked high school player coming out of high school, and plus, he's like top draft picks in the NBA.
Right.
And played many years with Grizzlies, and with this kind of caliber of player, coming back into shape,
He'll do some serious damage.
He could be unstoppable in this league.
Right. He may have probably lost a step or a half maybe, but then again, he's still got his touch. He's still got what it takes right here.
Right. Sometimes outside shooting matures with your age.
Right.
Because it's all matter of numbers and how many shots you put up.
Right.
And for OJ Mayo, it looks like, he's reaping the benefits of maturing three-point shooting.
Yeah. Okay, so we can see OJ towards this part of the third quarter is ready to see if he can actually put some more threes up on the boards. So far, so we see OJ after that 3-pointer's got 21 points. Yeah, 21 points on the night.
And very quickly, Fubon makes up the difference again. The lead is back up to double digits.
Right now, Price with the ball to the corner. Key with a three. That's no good. Rebound by Shu. Good rebound right there. Toss it back out to TJ. TJ from way downtown. Is he looking for a shot? He wants a shot. No. Gives it up. Key again. Lines it up. And this time still doesn't go through. But this time. And caught a kickball on Lee. Kickball on Lee. Lee Key.
No, they called the kickball on Fubon.
On Fubon.
Whoa, that's hardly a kick. He tried to avoid the ball with his foot.
Well, not sure what to say about that one. Because if it touches your foot, it could be a kick. So nonetheless, Hong Kong ball. Trey with the ball to TJ. TJ drives in. Way over Bula. Bula.
Oh! The big skies for the rebound.
And now he's called for traveling. We're not sure if that kickball and this traveling call on him is going to actually light his desire up a little bit or not. But I'm pretty sure it's going to get his little adrenaline flowing a little bit.
Now, if Ling kept this dribble and stood up, that wouldn't be a traveling.
Right, he should have passed the ball out. But he couldn't find somebody, I guess, to pass it to. So traveling is the call, my friends. Lin causing a turnover, but then again says out on Fubon. So remains Eastern ball. They're all hanging out in the corner. Kind of like in my fish tank, on the one corner.
I wouldn't put Trey Kell out of bounds passing the ball in, because you're actually negating your best scorer, make him pass the ball.
Well, there you go. He just got the ball on the outside of the three-pointer and make that
unless
three-pointer.
You're not looking for a shot on your first pass. But with 14 seconds left on the clock, you got to look for your shot like early in the offense.
Right. So his three is good. OJ looking for a shot. Guarded by Price.
Oh.
An offensive foul.
Illegal screen.
Illegal screen called on Guo Shaoqi.
Well, he hardly moved. I mean, he didn't move. He was moved because the offensive player bumped into him.
Or they're saying, like, he kind of stepped in his way.
We could have a bad angle.
Yeah. Raquel with the ball here. Shu with the ball, number 16. Pass it into TJ. TJ, fade away, good.
Finally, the low lines gap the defense a little better.
Right.
They're finding a small gap in the mid-range. Now both teams are falling back to the 2-3 zone.
They find out this is actually the better way to defend. More effective. So Lee with the ball. Way outside, and good!
The Beast gets another three. And right now, Fubon has 4 local players with one import in the middle.
Right.
Let's see if they can compete with that kind of lineup.
And TJ from outside, no good. Bula could not get the rebound. Got the rebound. But tosses it away.
Another
turnover.
outlet pass stolen.
Key to Kel. Kel driving in. A little floater again. No good this time. This time, Bula got the ball. Give it to Guo. Calm down, my friends. He said, calm down. Yo, easy. Guo number 9 with the ball. Driving in.
There are too many turnovers off the outlet of the rebound. Now, Fubon really have to settle down.
Bula went after the ball. Good effort on Simbula. Try to keep the ball in play. I think I was afraid of ruining the sign there, Didn't want to fall over it. So Eastern long line ball. Right, Kel with the ball. To Lee Key. Tossing it out. Oh. To Kel. Fakes it. Is it put one up? To Key. Price with losing the ball. 5 seconds left. Over Bula. Definitely affected the shot. Ling Zhijie with the rebound. So Bula down the middle right there really has altered a lot of shots being put up by the Eastern Long Lions.
Well, exactly. And plus, Fubon Braves are really stepping on the three-point line, refusing to let the Long Lions shooting the threes.
Yep.
And once they run off the three-point line, they have to take full head of steam going right in the middle and challenge Sembula. And so far, it hasn't been very fruitful.
Right. Well, right there, like we have number 13 Lim Moshe trying to pass a shot to pass a ball to Sembula, but I think he passed it to his ankle. Had him open down low, but couldn't find him. And Kel again with the ball, drive it in. Garcia with the defense. And out of bounds, and it is Fubon ball. Good defense of Charles Garcia.
Couple of Southern California boys going at it.
My neighborhood against your neighborhood. Charles Garcia on top with the ball. Driving in. No foul call. No foul call. Excuse me. Garcia with a three. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. And a short. Outlet to TJ. TJ. Again to Kel. Kel to the corner. Key. Still doesn't find his range.
Well, Key, after making two very far three-pointers, missing three in a row now. Oh, my goodness.
Off the missed three, Lin Zhijie hung in midair with one hand and said, you know what, let me put this back in the hoop for you.
Well, the beast is always on the feast. He gets
That's right.
another two.
And this one is short. Holyfield with the ball. And Garcia trying to avoid the foul, just let him shot it.
That's
Shoot
a
it.
tough rebound by Holyfield.
Yes, he's still playing hard. He is still playing hard.
Well, this gives Holyfield his double figure.
In rebounds.
First time of the season.
Nice. Congratulations. Ling. Back to Garcia. Turns around. And into Holyfield. No foul call, but he got the bucket anyway.
A lot of body contact there, but no foul call.
Last second shot to end the third quarter. Trey Kell put up a shot that almost went in. So end of quarter number 3. Taipei Fubon Braves maintaining a double-digit lead at 76-66 over the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. So this third quarter was kind of a back and forth kind of a thingy. Somehow, you know, like it's kind of scrappy. I'm not sure how to explain this. How would you explain the third quarter there?
Well, both teams went in
seconds.
zone defense, and that slowed down the offensive accuracy.
All right, we'll be right back. Whew. And we're back to more exciting ABL basketball action today here in Taipei at the Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium. Right now, the Taipei Fubon Braves holding a 10-point lead, 76-66 over Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. Hey, speaking of people scoring, you see number 9 here, Guo Xiaojie. He's got 12 points coming off the bench.
Well, this is why Fubon is going to be one of the nice contender of the league, because they have a very strong bench scoring, consistent with 3 strong imports that can put basket points on the board. And when you have a strong bench like Fubon, you know, it's always, you know, the rotation's always very effective. Somebody's always going to step up and add some points and add some values to your team.
Right. And speaking of the bench points, you said like at the start of the second half, like Hong Kong's got 0 off the bench points. So far after 3 quarters, it still remains at 0.
Exactly. I'm sure Coach Jordan Brady has a huge headache.
Yeah.
Because he gets no help from the bench players so far.
And Charles Garcia fought strong and tough down low, puts it in, but no basket as the foul was called before the shot.
Well, the moment that Holyfield gets off the court, the Braves goes directly into the paint and attacks Adam Shi.
You think they should put in Bula right now?
Well, Chuck only played very little today, so I'm sure he's ready to compete and battle.
Oh, Charles lost the ball going up, got the loose ball, but actually going up to the hoop, he lost it. Missed that dunk, and stolen by Ling Zhijie. And here comes Fubon Braves. Lin, who's he looking for? Looking for Charles Garcia. Down low, like you said, way down low. Like you said, Kenny, they're just going to feed him down low, and down low.
Well, Adam's a little too small for Chuck. Right now, Chuck is going to score, going to bank on the points.
We'll take the easy two. And let's see with the ball to TJ. TJ for 3 points, and it's out the rim, no good. Lin Zhijie against Sky for the rebound, one-handed. He's been doing a lot of that today.
The Beast is doing a lot of little things to help the team trying to maintain the lead. Although he's only scored 10 points tonight, but that was his 7th rebound.
And he's had very limited playing time so far.
Garcia again. 3 times in a row, he's going into the basket.
He started to do his breakdance move all of a sudden.
Well, very quickly, Jordan Brady has to insert Mike Holyfield now, because right now, whoever he puts in the post, just not big enough and strong enough for Chuck Garcia.
Exactly. So Mike Holyfield has had a maybe like a minute breather, if even that. So I'm gonna put him right back in there.
Well,
to
right
hold
now,
the height.
Chuck is playing with full head of steam with a lot of gasoline in the tank. If Holyfield really have to try to stop him, he might, pick his 4th foul tonight.
Right. So you imagine that they're going to keep going low and try to give Holyfield some more fouls and get him into more foul trouble, so he can't really defend you.
Well, the Lone Lions have to do a couple things. They have to find their outside shooting rhythm. They got to find a way to get 3-point shots open and get back on their first half prowess on their 3-point line.
Right. We've been talking about like the last game, the first game they had, was they kind of lost head of steam in the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter. Would it be the same way this time? We'll find out. Right now with a 15-point lead by the Fubon Braves, there's no need to be in a hurry. Siu with the ball, TJ again. Siu, open. Can he get this one? Yes, he does. Finally, number 24, John Siu.
Well, since first quarter, the Lions are shooting 3 for 24 on the 3-point line. That's like less than. That's a little bit over 10% on the 3-point line.
Comparing to how they started.
Oh, Garcia's on fire.
Chuck can feel it. Chuck can feel it. You know why? Because I can feel it right now. Well, inside I got it. Outside I got it. Defensively I got it. Oh, not that one.
Garcia's like a young kid going to Chuck E. Cheese. He's very happy right now.
Who's the big cheese right here? Lin from way outside, driving in to outside. Again to Hung. Hung open for the 3. And it's good. Around the horn.
Hung is probably the most dead-eye shooter on Fubon Braves. And
they should use him more.
He's been shooting 40% the last 3 seasons in SBL competition.
And this time, TJ Price just simply lost the handle. A little slit on the ball or something. We're not sure, but just simply slipped out of his hand.
Well, toward end of the game, Coach Roger Shi really likes to use Hung as his point guard. Because Hung's playing for Coach Roger Shi since high school.
Okay.
3 years in high school and professionally almost the entire career.
Right. And now the Fubon Braves just lost the ball. And we have Price again with the ball from way downtown. And it's no good. Ty with the rebound. Uncle. To Hung.
That was a wide open look for TJ, but right now TJ really have to step up on scoring because Trey Kell is sitting on the bench and rest up for maybe the final 5 minutes.
And Ty went to open, but short. Oh. And Chuck says no. It should be out on Holyfield, but he doesn't get that favor at all. You can hear that no from...
challenge.
You can hear that no from Tai Jung, dude. No!
Well, like we said, Chuck played with a lot of passion. This is part of the game. That's really sets him apart from other players.
Well, the thing is, I think that the fans, too, we have a capacity crowd today here in Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium, which appreciates basketball players who play with passion.
Big Mike.
Big Mike Singletary with that frustration dunk. Finally got a big one, so he's going to hang on there for a while. Hung with the ball. Being guarded by Wing. Mayo tossed it. Down to Chuck. Bring it down low. He brings it out. Hung from outside. Mayo. Who's going to shoot the ball? Somebody's going to shoot it. Mayo's going to shoot it. And Mayo does not get this one.
Well, that's very patient offense.
Yes.
Now, they're still leading by 13 points. You know, it's good to be patient. Hold on to the ball a little bit.
Kill some time.
Make the defense work a little harder.
And now you can see TJ Price really frustrated with the shot. You can see after that shot, mid-range shot, didn't go in. And anyway, 2 letters in the English alphabet, OJ.
Put some ice on that OJ.
Okay. Right now, a timeout by the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. And here comes the cheerleaders. Got to be very happy about the score right now. 89-73 with a 16-point lead by the Fubon Braves right now. We will take another break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Do not go away. All right, we're back. Our matchup here between the Taipei Fubon Braves against the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions. The score as it stands right now, before the start of the fourth quarter, is 88. Sorry, not, what am I saying? Wrong time. Fourth quarter. With 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It is now 89-73. The action is so exciting. I kind of forgot my timing here, Kenny. What's going on?
Well, starting the fourth quarter.
Getting confused.
Well,
I apologize for that one, my friends.
Braves had a quick start in the fourth quarter with Garcia catching on fire, scoring 8 straight points. And so far, you know, this quarter has been all Fubon Braves.
Right. So far, they've extended that lead to 16 right now. It's 89-73. And right now, Trey Kell's back in the game. They can't do anything without him.
Well, it's about time because Trey Kell has been the entire offense.
Right. And now, a great defense on Garcia, but loses the ball again. And Holyfield picks up and puts it back in with 2 hands. Excellent defense by Garcia, but they couldn't actually keep that, maintain that ball after that great defense. Hung with the ball. Say, hey, somebody move.
Well, right now, the Lions are extending their zone defense. The gap gets bigger, and Garcia goes one-on-one again.
One-on-one again, and there's some kind of call.
If the foul is on Holyfield, that would be his 4th tonight.
Yes, you're right. It is on Mike Holyfield, foul number 4. And that should be a foul. Oh, it was no shot. That was a shot. Right to the tie in the corner. Hits from 3 in the corner. And we can see Quincy in the corner, and Ty goes, hey, Quincy, that was for you. I'm not sure why, but why not? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Well, Quincy just recently had a foot surgery, and he probably won't be playing until February. So he can, you know, find a nice seat in the court side and watch Fubon Braves.
And somebody still cool as a cucumber is Trey Kell, draining another 3. He has well over 30 points. Mayo in the corner. Does he get one too? No, he doesn't. There's no need to be in a rush right now. TJ Price driving all the way in. But somehow missed that layup. It is hard to imagine. OJ Mayo.
Boom, another 3-pointer.
Somebody left him open again. Somebody didn't get back quick enough. You cannot leave OJ Mayo open, especially today.
Well, Fubon caught on fire second quarter on the 3-point line, and caught on fire again in the fourth quarter. Somebody got to alert the fire department.
And Garcia right there just got eaten up by Holyfield. Right now, Ty with the ball. number 13. Lin. Out to Hung. Back to Tai again. Who are they looking for? Chuck down low, in between. From the corner, oh, a little bit long. Oh, rebound, Lin, 2. Hung on the three-point, no good. Back to him again. Bring it out. That's right, Hung. 14 seconds. Tai in the corner, left alone. And he doesn't get it either.
Finally.
They had like so many opportunities, just could not put the ball into the hoop.
Exactly. Finally, the Lions gets possession of the ball.
Right.
You know, it's one thing to stop people from making the shots, but it's another thing to close out the possession.
Right.
Until you receive that rebound, defensive rebound, you didn't close the possession. And this is what the Lions has not been doing in, you know, this latter part of the fourth quarter.
Okay, now the Eastern Long Lions making a big substitution. Getting Shards back in. Where's Shu, number 16, back in also?
They tried to put out 4 perimeter shooters on the court.
And in comes Simbula. And Garcia takes a break. Good job, Chuck.
Chuckster was very instrumental in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
All the points scored, offensive rebounds.
And finally, TJ Price gets a little short little jumper for 2. 95-82. Hung, ooh, barely crossing half court.
Now Fubon's gonna
Tai's open.
Try to work the time.
Right. Bula, he wants that shot. Gets the ball again. And doesn't get the shot.
Wow.
And shoves everybody out of the way. Tai wants a 5, he's not getting no love.
How many Lions does it take to stop Simbula?
Take a couple of big ones, I guess.
Well, it takes 3 and the foul.
3 and the foul. So right now, especially we're talking about that body situation, the fatigue after 4 quarters and everything. But it seems like the third and fourth quarter, like kind of a repeat. I don't say a repeat, but similar situation for the Hong Kong Long Lions.
The Long Lions so far this season has problem playing, you know, 1 quarter of disco basketball.
Right.
And in this league, my friend, if you take a nap in 1 quarter, you're good as well pack your bag and go home.
Right. But TJ Price with the bucket. Bula with the ball.
Off the zone defense. Sim is still too big. You try to front Sim, it really doesn't work.
All right, so after that bucket by Singbula, the Hong Kong Long Lions call for another timeout with 1:49 left, trailing by 14 points. They got to do something quick. What are they going to do? We'll find out real soon. We'll take another break. We'll be right back, my friends. And welcome back, everybody. Taipei Fubon Braves taking on the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, 98-84 with the Taipei Fubon Braves at the moment taking a 14-point lead with 1:49 seconds left in the game. Kenny Gao. I guess, what does Hong Kong gotta do right now to climb their way back in the 1:49 seconds?
Well, I think the way Fubon attained their points are very different from most ABL teams.
Right.
Because they come at you with too many weapons. Not only the 3 imports, they're all capable of scoring 20-plus points. And right now, the local players in this game has accumulated 52 points this entire game. That's more than half of the total score. Very rare in ABL, a team that with local firing power this strong.
Right. And so it's kind of an all well-rounded team, so it really wears out the opponents quite a bit.
Right, and especially when you try to go on the zone defense, there's not one spot on the court that you can really, you know, lay it off because most of these Fubon guys can really shoot from outside, and plus in the post, you have Singbula to contend with.
Right. So right now, I guess Hong Kong's are really just totally relying on Price and relying on Holyfield, relying on Kell, and they can only do so much. I mean, they can shoot the three, they can drive in, but then again, all the other guys, they have to contribute somewhat because right now, like you said, the bench should contribute only 3 points.
Right.
Only 3 points.
Especially right now for Hong Kong Eastern Lone Lions is that there are local players that are capable shooters like Key, like Gershar. They only spot up for 3-point shots. They haven't really gone in the gap and really tried to attack the Fubon Braves from the gaps. Reversely, you see Tai Wen-chun go into the gap all the time and try to sneak attack them from the baseline. And that has really caused Hong Kong Lone Lions a lot of problems.
Right, so you really have to create your own shot. You have to create that kind of space.
Right.
By only staying outside, they're going to play you outside. But if you can go in, they can give you more spaces.
You need to have a variety of ways to attack the opponents.
Right.
If you keep on just spotting up on a 3-point line, and right now they're 2-3 zone and really extending their 2-3 zone,
you're not going to find your space.
You don't have a shot.
You don't have a shot.
And you try to penetrate and dish, and so far it hasn't worked.
Right.
Because
you're not open.
Well, Garcia and Sims stepping in the middle, they're just too big.
Right. So now we've got Ty at the line, missing another free throw.
Well, I'm sure Coach Jordan Brady, after seeing the game on the film, they will try to, next time if Fubon plays zone on them, they will try to attack or try to gap them, attack in the mid-range.
Right. Well, it is their first meeting, but then again, when they're going to meet for the second time, they're all going to make some alterations, make some changes here and there. So it'll be a whole different ballgame next time. But the key right now, see, like you say, it doesn't go in deep enough.
Right.
And there's Price with a 3.
So pretty much you rely all the scoring on your 3 imports. Well, because Holyfield is not really a scoring threat. He's more like a defensive specialist.
Right.
So most of the points has to come from Price and Kill.
Okay. Action has been stopped for a little bit. I guess the Eastern Lone Lions, I guess they ran into each other. And now they're going to wipe out some of that sweat off the floor. With 1:11 seconds left, 99-89, 10-point lead by the Taipei Fubon Braves, and with the ball. And OJ brings it down. Triple team him. Good on him. Now Hung brings it out.
Well, games like this, it's almost a matter of mathematics, right? Because to beat Fubon, you probably have to score over 100 points. You have to score over 100 points.
Right.
But the 3 imports, they have to score, I believe, over 80 points, because the 2 other starters, they have to score 10 points each for them to reach 100.
Okay, as you can see, they have to shoot the 3-pointers to get the points back, but it's not falling. So now, with Simbula down low, he's just grabbing all the boards right now.
Right. And with the big Mike out of the game, you know, Sim just going to the basket and scoring at will.
And Mayo to Bula. Bula going in there and
Adam Xu
just
simply too small.
Well, he's trying his best, though.
Well, at 6'5", he's not small by any standard.
But compared to Bula,
unless you stand right next to Singbula, right?
That's the only thing he can do, just to wrap him up and not let him take the shot. If not, it'll be a dunk. Put on the line. Ooh.
During off-season, Sim helped out his parents.
Little business, right?
They have little convenience store and gas station in Canada, and that's what he worked with.
Can you imagine going to get some gas and goes, excuse me, going to have like, oh my goodness. I'll fill it myself. Thank you very much. And now Key, take a shot. No good. Bula with the rebound. And that pretty much does it, our friends. 102-89. And then the Fubon Braves now would just wrap it down. They just wanted to wind down, and OJ Mayo's very happy with a big smile on his face. And that's it, my friends. Taipei Fubon Braves on home court, 102-89, defeats Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions to bring their record to 3-1.
Exactly. For Fubon Braves right now, I think they're in decent position with their first year in the league. You know, getting their feet wet. You know, going 3-1 in the first 4 games.
Right.
It's decent.
So basically 3-1 right now for the first season is very decent. And the thing is, like, especially like we talked about in the first game, they haven't really seen any of these players have played any of these teams before. So everybody's still a learning process. And then for other teams who haven't played in the other group, for example, even two teams like Singapore Slingers and the Saigon Heat hasn't even played yet. With them like watching them play, they can really learn something and know how to attack them in the future. All right, we'll take another break, my friends. 112 to 89. We'll be right back. Okay, and the final score is Taipei Fubon Braves 102 and the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions 89. Once again, congratulations to the Fubon Braves with another win in the pocket. Make their record so far 3-1, 3 wins and 1 loss. And Hong Kong so far is 0-2. So Kenny, I guess right now we can see, like we've been saying this whole game, whole game long, the difference between the two teams is,
well, size and bench playing.
That's true. We can keep repeating it all day long.
Especially in this game, the Eastern Long Lions were able to shoot red hot first quarter,
right,
making 6 out of 7. But ever since after first quarter, they just went ice cold. You cannot go ice cold from the 3-point line against Fubon Braves. They're just simply too big in size. But if you're not shooting at a higher percentage from the outside, you can't really go inside on them.
Yeah, so Hong Kong came out with a head full of steam, but then again, the steam started gradually flowing, like losing the head full of steam, and then gradually losing out. And then eventually, Fubon caught on, got the hot hand, got the good teamwork going, and eventually came out with the score 102 to 89. And of course, Fubon next will be facing another team from Taiwan, the Formosa Dreamers, on December 7th. Now that should be a very good one, huh?
Exactly, and Fubon will take their strong 3 imports and plus all kinds of offensive weapon to Zhanghua and face the Formosa Dreamers.
Right, and then of course for a while after that, they're going to be making a big long road trip there. That's going to really test the Fubon Braves, how they play against a team they haven't played before. Huh?
Right. After playing Macau and Hong Kong, following these 4 games will be the elites of the ABL that will really challenge Fubon on their rookie season.
Of course, Mono Vampire so far is unbeaten, and then we can't wait how the team actually match up to the #1 team so far leading the league, right? We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen, but once again, 102 to 89. Congratulations, Fubon. See you next time. Good night.
triple scoreboard, oh vampire!
47 remaining, he makes his move. Young forces it up, and in!
CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lai, oh everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the net.
Leaky with a big steal. Leaky